Arsenal, the king of Roblox shooters in 2020. It's dead now. Or not, who knows? Maybe the game is still doing great. I mean, it's not hitting the same numbers as it did before, but I mean, I think it's still probably fine, right? You know, something's telling me that there's something wrong with this lobby, but I can't really put my finger on it. I'm just gonna shoot around and oh my god! Ignoring the hacker in my first lobby back, Arsenal is basically the same as I remember. You load into the main menu, you press deploy, you pick a team, and then you go kill enemy gamers. For anyone that's unfamiliar with the game, thank you for watching the video. And why are you watching this? Arsenal is based off of a popular FPS game mode known as gun game. You don't know what that is? Why are you watching? Every time you get a kill, your gun gets upgraded. Usually you start with something like kind of ass, like a pistol, but the more kills you get, the stronger your gun is. What? The more and more eliminations you get, you'll find yourself holding the golden knife. You'll then use this golden knife on some unsuspecting iPad kid and win the game. This is some pretty standard FPS stuff though, so why play Arsenal? So what's special about Arsenal is it's Arsenal. Arsenal's Arsenal has only gotten better since the last time I played, and I can't really describe how cool the weapons are in this game, so here's my genuine live reaction to a new weapon I just discovered. What? Aw. Arsenal is just filled with all sorts of silly, wacky weapons, like this water balloon, and then we're back to the pizza box. You thought it was gone, but we're back to the pizza box. As cool as the weapons are, there's actually not much to do in this game. At some point back in like 2019, I got one of the rarest skins of the game, got my dream knife, which is the butterfly knife, and learned the basic B-hop movement just to get around the map like a little faster. Weirdly enough, the best part about this game is also kind of what's holding it back from being popular nowadays. I think my biggest issue with this game is that the weapons are low-key way too cool to only be used in gun game lobbies. Every now and then I'll get an absolutely awesome weapon just to get one kill and have that weapon never appear again until like a week later. It kind of sucks. The cool guns I see and the cool guns that are probably my favorite ones, I kind of want to use them for more than one kill, you know what I mean? But yeah, gun game is a very fun game mode, and obviously there's a market for it, considering that YouTubers used to get millions of views playing this game. But it's also kind of a pretty repetitive experience, and it doesn't really let you like get attached to the guns the same way something like Rivals or even Hypershot does. So what would I like to see in Arsenal? Remember, this is my own personal opinion built from my own personal experience with the game, so don't take offense to anything I say. You're obviously fully welcome to enjoy the game as it is. I just want to offer an interesting perspective. I really want to have some sort of way to use these cool weapons in something other than a gun game mode. A free-for-all lobby where I can choose my own gun would be pretty awesome. I of course don't really want this to replace the core game mode, considering it's what put Arsenal at the top initially, but I'd greatly appreciate a different way to play this game. Arsenal truly has some of the most creative, stylish, and just plain coolest weapons I've ever seen across all the shooters I've played, including the non-Roblox titles. As of me writing the script right now for this video, I've been playing a lot of Hypershot recently, which has been giving me my fix of shooter games with badass guns. In this game, I'm shooting people tra-la-leo tra-la-la and finishing them off with a banana. It's amazing. But of course, once I'm bored of that, I just hop straight into ranked to test my skills on actual players instead of the dudes drooling on their keywords in casual. However, the important thing to note here is that I'm spending basically all of my time on one game. I'm staying only on Hypershot if I want a casual experience, and I'm still staying in Hypershot after I'm bored for the competitive ones. It's a win-win, you know. I get to stay in the game, I'm entertained, and then the devs get all of my time, and I kind of want to spend a little more money on it. Really cool weapons aside, I'd also appreciate some type of like progression system. At the moment, there's not much of an incentive for me to keep playing after I got all the skins I want. For games like this, usually the gameplay should keep players hooked on for a while, but Arsenal's skill expression is pretty low. It's kind of just like a glorified aim trainer. So it's kind of hard to justify hopping on when I could be grinding on keys or like Elo and Rivals, even though I don't even like Rivals that much. If possible, I think some sort of optional ranked matchmaking would be really cool. If it's set up in a way where better players can face off similarly skilled players, I think it'd probably add a good amount of competition to the game. To really motivate players to spend time in this rank mode, I think it'd be fair to reward players with skin cases, currency, or maybe some other type of incentive worth grinding for. This gives players a reason to learn the deeper and more interesting parts of the game while also rewarding them for putting more time into it. Despite everything I said about Arsenal though, it's still actually a really fun game that I'd recommend to anyone that wants to kill some time by shooting gamers with cool guns. The game loop is addicting as always after a long break, and in the short term there's actually a decent amount of things to grind for. Almost every single melee weapon has a unique and interesting inspect animation. So, I mean, if you want to unlock these things, go ahead. The gunplay feels great, the sound design is very solid, and the movement has the perfect balance of rewarding players for mastering it while also keeping the playing field fair for newer players. The rounds are very fast paced as well, which everything combined kind of makes the perfect ultimate atmosphere for an amazing casual FPS experience. Until you get everything you want.